Well, hey friends, welcome to a Quickie with Metal Dog Tarot. My name is Heather, and I'm gonna see if I can pull together a regular quick reading for the day. I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna use 2 decks, and the first deck we're gonna just look at what is this reading about today, and if you relate to this, maybe stick around. And then I'll pull 3 cards and we'll tell a story, and that'll be it. Okay, so this is about the Page of Voices. This is curiosity, open-mindedness, a young intellectual energy. So this could be you or somebody around you. And underlying that, there's some young inner kid stuff. We get the Page of Emotions. So this is a relationship of the mind that is motivated by the heart. And I'm just looking at these images here. I just find this portal through this little octopus page so beautiful. I have another page of water that's an octopus. I just recently saw my octopus teacher, or as my mom's friend calls it, my octopus wife, because the guy completely falls in love with an octopus. So, yeah, this person is like looking through her glasses, and then she's got all these people dancing in her head. Looks like she has kind of a busy mind. What's going on under here? We got another person dancing in front of some mountains. Yeah, it feels like her mind is alive and creative and fun, and it's swirling. Maybe it can be, for me, my mind, when it gets like that, it's fun, and then it gets unfun. But from this like creative mind, like those big eyes, like she's like seeing, she's perceiving. I like how she's like straightening her glasses so that it feels like a thoughtful gesture. It feels like taking like agency here. So that's what this is about. And we see underlying that this little octopus heart sort of glowing out from the heart there, the fish. So we get a sense that we're underwater here if we keep looking. And then there is a portal into the forest, is what I see. What do you see that portal leading you into? So that's what's motivating. So that's a reason for the reading, and then the underlying motivation is the Page of Emotions. Young, playful, curious, open-hearted, and open-minded. Okay, so now let's pull 3 cards from another deck to see if we can get a little bit more information about what's going on here. I'm going to shuffle. This deck could be loud. Then you know I'm shuffling, right? Do you ever think a tarot reader's like faking it? It'd be so boring, because what I've learned in my years now, it's been years now reading tarot, is I can have like a thought of like I want control and I'm not sure I want to know the answer. And then what I've learned is the cards are very kind and very helpful. So I'm not afraid. I'm curious. I'm in the Page of Voices or page. Oh, okay. So we got some moon, some mystery, some secrecy. I'll look closer at that. I like the rainbow ahead. 2 people, a green and a pink one, with flowers on their head. And there's the water coming out under the moon. They're kind of like pondering their feelings, their depths. That's not a bad kind of way to do that. Yeah, I see this. Okay, second, we see the sun. There you are in wish fulfillment and authenticity. Happiest card in the tarot. It makes me think of the Page of Emotions, that this kind of the sun here and this heart here. And then, I don't know if I think these two people are making me think of this gesture and the gesture that they have to their chins. Okay. One more card. We get a Three of Wands, waiting for what you manifested to come in. I think that's where we can kind of feel that young energy. Yeah, so this is a pretty significant explanation for how these young parts of you are working with the kind of inspiration and that big swirling mind that's very fun, and then that emotional playfulness. Page of Emotions or Page of Cups is kind of a flirty, light presence. Both of these are light. The Page of Voices, which is a Page of Swords, can be chatty. Sometimes she's associated with the internet. I don't think much about social media, but if you do, if there's some that could be a realm that this is coming up in. Yeah, and so what this is telling you is that there's some deep work to do while you wait. And I don't really know what you're waiting for here, but the deep work, this moon work, is emotional. It's intuitive. It's like a secret in you, and it's the waters are why we say it's emotional here. In this rainbow imagery seems important to me. Like it feels that to me, like that connects it to this authenticity, because I associate the rainbow, and I think this deck does too, associate the rainbow with the positive, with it's a very queer, positive deck. So kind of going into the way that queerness is very open about who we are, and that it's really, if you do your moon work, you get to find out who you are and be grounded in that. So I can see like this person is like, okay, I'm going to look. I'm ready to look. I'm ready to see. And then the motivation here is like really to find your authentic self and to live according to that authentic self. The sun is, to me, is a very simple, positive goal. And sometimes the ideal can need to be revised, but I'm not getting anything about that at all. I do feel like there's somewhere young in you that is speaking from the moon, like inner kid work is something that I do. So if you're ready to dig deep, and that's what that Page of Voices suggests, like your mind is open to looking, you're ready to look, and you got a lot of ideas and inspiration, and it may even be that swirling mind gets a little uncomfortable. Like what happens for me is I start coming up with ways to fix things, and I start planning. And, that's a great move to make if I'm going to be writing and world building. And I write science fiction, so my mind is a wonderful place when it starts creating a little kingdom, mutual aid, apocalypse community down here where I live. But then there's that place where it gets uncomfortable, where I need to release and trust the bigger forces. And so if I drop down into my heart, I can find that moon work helps me understand why I want to stay up here. And staying up here is fun until it's not. And when it's not, that's where my motivation to put on my glasses and look into my heart, into the emotional realm. And that's moon work. And you get to find out who you are, which is beautiful. And you are amazing and free and full-bodied. I love that. I love that image of this full-bodied woman with a flower in her hair, which makes me also think of the Queen of Wands, who's the queen of the law of attraction. And then we have from there sort of waiting. I'm not sure what you're waiting to have come in, It's almost like you're doing this while you wait. And it's big work. So it's like you're waiting for something, and so then you have time, so you do this work. Yeah. Well, I don't know what that could be about, but I look forward to hearing from you if you have time to comment, or if I talk to you later about what this could be about. So this is just for today. What are you waiting for today? What are you open to looking into today? It looks like emotional work, and it looks very rewarding. Like you get to be your true self and discover who that is. So go forth, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.